Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time since I played a Fire Emblem game on this channel, but anyway, welcome to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. For a lot of people, this is probably like the golden child of Fire Emblem, and nothing else compares to it. It is the best game in the world, and nothing else is better than it. And Awakening and every game that came after Awakening sucks. That is the mindset, I feel, of certain Fire Emblem players. That this game is absolutely perfect, it has no problems with it, and it's literally the best game ever, and no other Fire Emblem game, even Radiant Dawn, compares to it. Now, Radiant Dawn has obvious problems, but we're not going to talk about Radiant Dawn. Shut up. We're here to play Path of Radiance. Now, the problem with Path of Radiance is, this game is notorious for being hyper expensive, due to only being released on the GameCube at the end of the GameCube's life cycle. To find this game for less than like $80 is like a miracle. But because I don't have a physical copy of this game, because like I said, it's hyper expensive, I am playing on Dolphin, because, you know, I am taking full advantage of my new PC to play on Dolphin. So, I don't have to spend $80 on this damn thing. Even though I realistically probably could, but why would I want to do that? So, I have never actually played... I've never actually played Path of Radiance. We're actually gonna go to the menu. I've never actually played Path of Radiance fully. So I do have my notes for character recruits, as always. So, this should be interesting. It's mostly Fire Emblem fare, but there are some things that are different here. Also, I'm not playing on hard mode, because fuck that. I'm playing on normal, as I would do for a first playthrough. So, like with the other playthroughs, with Binding Blade, FE7, and Sacred Stones, we will be doing videos chapter by chapter, so the entire video will be one chapter each. Which means that while we're starting off really short, these chapters are gonna get long, because I've heard that enemy phases tend to drag out a lot. So, we're gonna start. I do have a save file already, but that's because, you know, I had to do test recordings. So, without further delay, let's get this show on the road. So we are going to play on not all difficult, but normal. For players who already know their way around the game, this is the standard difficulty setting. I'm not playing on easy either. I will be bringing up something on easy, but for now, playing on normal.
Well, Ike, you had enough? Oh, missed.
Ike? Oh no!
Missed that song.
Ah, you're up. About time.
So the voice acting is certainly something. But that Prologue, Mercenaries. So this is actually the only Fire Emblem game, even to this day, to where the main protagonist is not some type of noble. And I'm pretty sure that's a fact, because Alm does not count. Alm is the son of the Regalian Emperor, so he's still a noble. Ike is literally the only protagonist who is not a noble at the start. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a thing that happens later on in this game, but right now, he is not any sort of nobility. And this is the only time in the entire series this ever happens. Every other time, we play with some type of... Okay, well, Byleth is kind of a special case, but we don't talk about Byleth. Yeah, let's not talk about Byleth. And Shez is a mercenary, but a lot of people like to say Three Hopes doesn't count as canon because it's a spin-off title, so I don't know what to say about that. Alright, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for impeccable voice acting. So, are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. So, the sleeping prince awakens. Father, I can't believe you. I know those were practice swords, but they're still heavy. You have no right to be so rough on Ike. If this is too much for the boy, he'll never make it as a mercenary. But... Mist, you don't have to worry. I told you I'm fine. Ha! You'd better be. Now grab your sword and get ready. What? Don't tell me you're going at it again. But... Just until I land a single blow. I'm not giving up until I can get one good hit in on Father. I like your resolve, Ike, but it takes more than a strong will to, Aha! I knew I'd find you here! Hi, Boyd. What brings you here? Nothing special. You said you were going to get the house, but you never came back. I got picked to check up on you. Oh, sorry, I got caught up with Ike and my father. It's nothing. Besides, I figure I get a good laugh watching Ike get worked over by the boss. You look fine. What happened? Nothing at all. I'm sorry to disappoint you. You just missed it. Just a minute ago, he was out cold. Missed! Sorry. You came at just the right time, Boyd. You can be Ike's sparring partner. What? Me? I'm beginning to think it would be better if he sparred with someone closer to his own skill. I understand. Thanks for your help, Boyd. Huh. I don't know about this close to his skill business, but I'm ready. Alright, I'm ready to go for you. Let's go! Alright, so they start us right off. We can get tutorials, and your helpful hint girl will demonstrate and explain any new features. If you want a tutorial again, simply choose Guide from the map menu. I will not be using the tutorials because for the most part, most of this stuff is standard fare for Fire Emblem games. We can move around, we have our map menu, where we can check our units, we can check the guide, we can check options like grid thickness, message speed and all that, combat windows, the help guides, guide windows, and all sorts of other things. I'm actually going to lower the music a little bit. The sound effects. Just a little bit. But, let's look over our boy Ike. We start off with this trainer sword, which isn't a real sword, it's just for training. So, most of this stuff is standard stuff. Strength is constitution now, so depending on your strength stat, it determines whether or not you'll be slowed down by weapons or not. We have 6 movement at the start, which is always nice. We have skills, which I think the first time skills were a thing was like genealogy, but I never played genealogy. So we don't have any skills, which sucks. We have D rank swords. But the main thing here is this, the biorhythm. The unit's biorhythm. When the marker is high, the unit performs better. When it's low, the unit suffers stat penalties. Now, this is only a thing in this game and Radiant Dawn, and I'm really glad they never brought it back because it feels a little like it could potentially be some kind of random factor that could actively screw you over at the worst possible times. But I think it will mostly come into effect later on. There's a chapter where a certain character's biorhythm is at its lowest point the entire stage, and we'll get to that eventually. But that's not for another, like, 19 chapters or so, But otherwise, everything is standard fare. We have Boyd, who is a fighter. He has a practice axe. He comes with discipline. But this game still functions on the weapon triangle. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, lances beat swords. So, all we gotta do is go over to him and kick his ass. Hey! What's the holdup? Let's get started already! I'm coming. Wait right there. I mean, we didn't have enough movement to reach him. So, this isn't like Awakening in Fates where you can just move on to the unit and then engage. You have to walk up to them and then click attack. We also have Shove, which is a mechanic that I think just about every unit can use, but it's based off of weight. So if your weight is lower than the person you're trying to shove, you can't shove them. But we don't need to worry about that. We're here to attack. We can do 9, so just hit him. You can do it! Boyd's not nothing. Take him out. Nothing? I don't have nothing. Alright, it's a nice 2-hit kill. I'm pretty sure he doesn't attack us. Haha! I'm not done yet! We're just getting started! Okay, yeah, he doesn't attack us. Okay. Goodbye, Boyd. Yeah, fuck you, Boyd. That wasn't too bad. Boyd, you're such a loser. Shut up! It's your trap. Good work, Boyd. That's enough. Oh, alright. Your swordsmanship was decent enough, Ike. Don't forget how it felt. It won't always be this easy. I know. Now that you're done warming up, it's time for you to face me again. I was hoping you'd say that. But first, Mist! Right here. Here you go, Ike. It's a vulnerary. I'd recommend using it before you fight Father. Last time he knocked you silly. Alright, here we go. Always take time to heal your wounds in a battle, even small ones. By the time you think you're in trouble, it's probably too late. Don't get into that situation. Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I've played 3 Fire Emblem games on this channel. I've already played through all of Awakening, all 3 Paths of Fates on all difficulties, and all Rats of 3 Houses. I'm not trying to flex my Fire Emblem knowledge, because I'm certainly not as knowledgeable as most Fire Emblem YouTubers, but, you know. I'm just saying, I know how dangerous situations happen. Alright. So, Grail here is actually a level 10 hero, but his stats are insanely low because we need this fight to be winnable. He also has discipline. He is a hero, so therefore axe rank is insanely high. Gee, I wonder what kind of weapon he specializes in. But yeah, he's going to come towards us, so it's probably best to just hang out and use the vulnerary and heal. Get ready, Ike! Here I come! Alright, here we go. Give it your all! Ah! Alright. Come on, boy! You're going to give me a challenge this time around? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if you can lose this. Like, if we lose, do we get a game over? It is advised that you win because we need the EXP to survive later, but I just want to see real quick. He doesn't kill me, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't know if he's just gonna get some kind of massive attack boost next turn. I'm just gonna wait, actually. Let him hit me and we'll see where things go. Okay, yeah, that was a good idea. Okay, now we win, because we're not gonna miss. He can't kill me. Okay, so I was right to wait. So we win. Ugh. There we go. And with that, we get our first level up. Please. I could have gotten better. Ike, you're great! Father, you weren't holding back, weren't you? What? Is that true? If you could tell the difference, that means you're improving. You know, I wasn't really giving it my all either. That's such a lie. Bah! So, Father, does that mean you finally admit that I'm ready? What, to join the company? To take on a job? Yeah, I mean, Boyd's already out there on the battlefield. I'm ready. I'm tired of being a trainee. Listen, the difference between you and me is that I am a professional. A professional who just got beat. That was just random chance. Random chance. You've got a point, Ike. Alright, tomorrow will be your first day as a full-fledged mercenary. Really? But, if I think it's too much, you're back to trainee status. You better work hard. No problem. Watch, I'll catch up to everyone in no time. We'll see. We better be heading back to the fort. Everyone's waiting. Alright. Well, I think that was a nice little introduction to how like, starting gameplay works. We are going to get getting into, like, the meat of things, the weapon triangle and all that next time. But I feel like this was a nice prologue to get us introduced to Ike and Mist and Grail, who is a Fire Emblem dad, so we all know what's happening to him later. We all know what happens to dads in this series. We all know what happens to dads in this series. But next time, we are not going to worry about dads dying in this series. We are going to begin Chapter 1. The battle begins. So, I will see you then. I'm going to save the game. And then, next time, we'll move on to the next chapter. I will see you then.